Coming to you live from Velma's Diner, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Kyle.
And this is a new Arkham Card Talk series we're trying out that we're calling the Power Curve. We, or at least I won't speak for these two, but missed talking about Arkham cards during the 14-month span between expansions.
Yeah.
And also wanted a chance to talk about some of the cards that are like rotating out of the current format, like whether you look at it as eulogizing them or just kind of having one more conversation about where they fit into the game now before sort of the game as prioritized by the designers shifts. So the best way I could think of to do that was to talk about every single card in Arkham Horror, the card game, and rank them on an ordered list.
You know what they say.
Sound reasonable?
Gotta boil the ocean. There's no other way.
Right, yeah, it's like we've never been ones to half-ass things on Optimal Play. So the only like reasonable way that I could see to do it is we shuffled my collection and we're gonna draw cards from it and rank them until there are no more cards.
And it's just gonna sit here on the table for the next, till whenever we finish.
Well, we're going to sit here at the table until whenever we finish.
That's probably just like
I'm gonna need more
two,
beer,
right?
No, realistically,
Bad, good.
I like these videos being a little tight, so we're going to do about 10 cards per video. We might adjust that in the future. We'll see how that feels. So I actually don't know how many cards there are. That makes it, like a 120-part series, something like that?
Stick around.
I can promise you that we are going to keep going until we have ranked every card or have another reason to stop going.
Yes, like
commitment.
Exactly. And if you want to make sure you don't miss it, you can subscribe to the channel. The button's below the video. I'm so far towards the edge that there we go. It's over there somewhere.
Here.
There's a like button too. Did you know there's a fourth new button? I guess the bell is always technically there.
Nuke this channel?
No, it's. I'm not kidding. YouTube added a hype button, which each user can only press below 3 videos per month. And then YouTube has leaderboards based on how much videos are hyped. And it's like weighted by creator size to I looked at the leaderboards were literally just a top 100 and like I don't know how many YouTube videos I posted per second, but it's a lot more than that. So I have no delusions that you hitting the hype button will put us on that leaderboard, but you could hit it. That's all I'm saying.
You should hit it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hit it.
Yeah, you should.
They may over time roll out new features. Maybe there'll be a leaderboard for like most hyped rankings of cooperative LCG cards, and then we could make the leaderboard for
probably get them to the
You're
top
right.
100 of that.
The leaderboard, you can filter it down to genres, and gaming is one of them. So we just need to get a little more granular.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, speaking of hype, I have a feeling the card that you draw from your stack, Kyle, is going to be our number 1 ranked card. What is it?
That's crazy. You shuffled
I'm
it
gonna
right to
rank
the
it
top.
last.
This is a pretty good card. It's Lucky.
Ooh.
A classic.
Okay. Tell us about Lucky.
Lucky is a 1-cost event, Survivor. It is fast. Play when you would fail a skill test. Get +2 to your skill value for that test. Man, I haven't read the card Lucky in a long time.
I had that same feeling recently with Locked Door. It was when Ben and I were playing Return to Night of the Zealot on camera earlier this year that I drew a Locked Door and read it in full out loud, and I was like, I'm pretty sure the last 100 times I drew this card I just said, oh, it's a Locked Door, and put it on the table. But
I'd like to rank this as the number 1 card.
yeah, so I'm not kidding, they're going on a list. We have a spreadsheet for it and everything that will be linked in the description of the video so you can see our list and share your thoughts on it. So no matter what we do, this is our number 1.
Yeah.
But what do you think of what is Lucky's place in the game in 2025?
So I most recently played Lucius, and I feel like with Lucius, I want play when you would succeed at a field skill test, you get -2. So I would say this is garbage.
You were literally complaining that you were passing by too much.
Yeah, you have all these effects that are you want to pass by 3, you want to pass by 4, you want to pass by 5, and you always pass by 7. So
humble brag over here.
Yeah. Are you playing on super easy? Where
No,
there's just +1s in the bag always?
no, I'm playing on hard, so I'm testing at +7, and then I draw
You go to 0. Okay.
I, however, still find +2s interesting and useful.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Brennan on that one.
And they, well, it's funny because it's a survivor card and they mostly play with blesses, but if you're playing with a lot of curses and you're making the bag swingier and swingier, these types of effects still hold up for me.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess if you're playing with a lot of curses, you're also probably playing some things that help you manage the curses specifically, but still, tests are important sometimes.
Yeah. Although I was just playing, oh shoot, I can't even remember it's the new Survivor, Barnaby maybe?
Yeah,
George Barnaby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and having artistic inspiration and Granny Orn on the table, like, had Lucky built into its kit, and I was like...
I had the same thing when I played him.
It's really nice, it turns out.
He's who I played in the aforementioned Return to the Zealot campaign. You can
go.
find it on the channel. Just go watch the whole thing and then come back.
Yeah, and then we'll see if Lucky's still good.
I don't think I played Lucky, though.
Well, that's the thing. Lucky is a card that used to be like one of the reasons you played Survivor, and now it's almost never one of the like 30 best cards to put in a Survivor deck.
Yeah, and this is part of why I'm looking forward to the current environment, is because it'll bring that power level back down. You can just see like
Slide down the curve, if you were.
Power creep is not a slide down the curve, right? Power creep is not a indictment on the designers or anything. It is an inevitability in card games, right? That as the options grow, the 30 that belong in your deck are going to be more and more powerful, and more cards will just not belong in any given 30 card deck unless you're going out of your way to play them for fun. And I think Lucky has seen some of that. It doesn't help that it does not have skill icons on it. Mm-hmm. That is specifically why I didn't play it in George Barnaby.
Makes sense.
Or, I mean, one of the reasons also, I was just trying to put some more new fun cards in his deck and that kind of thing.
I like it.
Well, should we see if we're power creeping or power sinking?
Well, hang on. First, we got to add Lucky to the list in our number 1 slot. Look at this. And I guess I'm realizing right now I had not made a decision about whether I'm going to put, like,
Exclamation
level
points.
0 next. No. Oh, actually, it's called Lucky. Oh, yeah, definitely the exclamation point. You're right. Thank you. Whether I'm going to put... I think I will put no number if they're level 0, and I'll add a number if they are leveled up. I think that will be the policy here at the Power Curve.
All right.
We have deemed it the policy.
All right.
No going back now.
Congratulations to Lucky, the number 1 card in Arkham Horror, the card game.
See how long you last.
What do we got?
All right. And we have a surprising find.
Whoa!
Wow, I'm surprised.
I'm shocked.
So this is a level 1 card, so remember that when you're recording it. It is Myriad, Fortune, and Research traded. And as a reaction, when you search your deck and Surprising Find is among the search cards, put it into play in your play area. You must commit it to the next eligible skill test you perform. If that test is successful, draw a card. So it's basically banking a wild, I don't know if I said that as a wild icon, and maybe a draw when you research it.
Yeah,
you must.
It's been a while since I played Mandy, and I think I've not heard much of people playing the like search archetype with anyone else because she obviously her signatures play into that too and everything, right?
Yep.
But it is a cool card. Like, yes, it's just a wild icon, which doesn't feel like a lot of value for 1 card, but it's not costing you a card in the way the card from your hand does.
It's costing you an XP though. I guess
for
1
3
XP
copies.
for 3 copies.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
But still, it's true that like the other one, the 2 resource one that costs 0 XP, gets so much more play. Do you remember the name of it? Like that one gets played all the time.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
It's just a base 0 XP survivor or seeker, and you get 2 resources when you search for it. That one gets played a lot in like basically any Guardian Seeker deck that has Stick to the Plan. You just like trigger it immediately for 2 resources. And like a lot of those could take this.
That is the kind of thing that is why they're creating a rotating environment. because those kinds of just
to the plan accidentally searches your whole deck and you can trigger any research ability in it.
It's very clear that the cards that trigger on search were not designed with things that search your whole deck at the start of the game automatically in mind.
So actually, I am going to say that this is our worst card because it would be, the research would be a better mechanic if it would said like when you search your deck for like a limited number of cards. and the fact that it
Oh.
says when you search your deck and like
So-
any
So this is pan on the researchability itself.
Yes.
So you wish that the a subtle change to the way these, I guess you're saying, all work, the similar cards, is that they're like whenever you search the top cards of your deck.
yeah.
That would be that would have been a good way to future proof it. Yeah. Or you can just rotate it out and never think about it again if you're a designer. That works. That works too.
So I'm gonna say worst card in Arkham.
My hit against it is that this does the thing I hate about Myriad, where there's no reason that this is Myriad. Like
It doesn't feel like
I
it
understand
needs to be Myriad.
the reason that it's Myriad is because it came out in Mandy's box, and Mandy was like, they kind of wanted people to play the fun 50 card version of Mandy, and then for consistency you needed 3 ofs, right? But on its face, there's no reason for this to be 1 XP for 3 copies and all that stuff.
That just makes me think that Mandy herself should have been Myriad, and then you have a different card for the 30 card version, the 40 card version, the 50 card version.
She has like a bigger stack of books in front of her on the 30 to
Yeah,
40
yeah.
to 50.
That'd be pretty cool. Now that Hank Sampson has breached the there are 3 of you
Yeah.
design space. Yeah. Well, when Mandy is revisited in a future set,
Parallel Mandy.
redesign Parallel Mandy. Yeah, put out 3 of her, you cowards. Okay, are we on the same page then? That surprising find is below Lucky is number 2.
Yes.
All right. Surprising find 1. You know what? I'm not committing to parentheses. 1. Keeping it easy. I'm already going to embarrass myself with my typos and things doing this live to hard drive, I guess. Anyway, Sledgehammer. Level 0 is our next card. It is a Guardian and Survivor asset that has a combat icon. It's a 2-handed item, tool, weapon, and melee. And it says, for 1 action fight, you get -1 combat and deal +1 damage for this attack. Or for 2 actions fight, you get +2 combat and deal +2 damage for this attack. And 20 pounds of Steel Vengeance. The first of our cards to have flavor text, I think. I was actually shocked to look over and it was like, oh, Kyle didn't read the flavor text. And
I know that.
Lucky has 2/3 of a text box empty with no flavor text in it.
I know.
I don't know what's with that. Sledgehammer, honestly, I think one of the coolest weapon designs. Like, I really, really like the flavor coming through the mechanics of this card, where it's like you can hit something with it, or you can like wind up and like wait for your moment and really, really smash them. It's definitely one of my favorite melee weapons. How do you feel about Sledgehammer?
I actually was thinking the opposite. That like this reminds me a lot of Pitchfork, because I feel like you're mostly using the second one, where you're basically spending 2 clicks to do +2 and deal 3 damage, which is also kind of how Pitchfork works. But I think Pitchfork is cooler, the way that you're like doing the big hit and then you have to spend an action to like pull it out again.
Pull it out
That
of the
is
ground.
cool.
Like so, like they're very similar mechanically. But I think Pitchfork is cooler.
Does anyone ever take that 1 action fight in Sledgehammer? It still does +1 damage, right?
Yeah, I've definitely used it. Used that action. It's got to be against and did this come out in the Dream Eaters set? I'm trying to remember. No, Edge. Oh right, Edge of the Earth was where they had the multicolored.
Multi-class, yeah.
I think I've used it in Dream Eaters against swarming enemies because they tended to have low fight and you just needed to crank out damage, especially if effects were growing the swarms and stuff. It was they don't usually take a lot to succeed at the tests, but you want that damage. I agree that it's like you wouldn't run this card just for that ability, right? you could do a lot better than -1 combat +1 damage for an action, but to have that option. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not going to claim that the card is especially in Guardian is your best option for a melee weapon
Famously,
deck, but-
you are a huge fan of multi-class cards, so
Yeah,
I'm guessing you're
many
gonna push for a
recordings
number 1
of
ranking.
him.
You know, I know you're baiting me. I already just ranted about Myriad when it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna bite my tongue and some other day, another future multi-class card, I will get it out of my system. But for now,
I think my favorite part of Sledgehammer is the fact that in its leveled up version has different flavor text indicating that the
Yes.
pounds have now increased.
Yes.
That is pretty good. So them together, really high up there. A solo level 0 sledgehammer, it's fine.
Well, we gotta rank this one. So I don't think it belongs below Surprising Find.
You can put it
I
in
think
the
it's
middle.
too.
I
It's too
think
cool.
it's in the middle.
Is it below Lucky?
I think so.
All right. Fine.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be mad if this was our number one card at the end of the whole thing, but
That'd be real
I-
surprising if it was in the middle now, but it was in the number one slot after we were done.
I would have to
That
call
would
some
be.
shenanigans. But you know what? You have Sledgehammer 4 or 5. Maybe it'll end up there.
yeah. I can't remember what level it is, but yes, when it adds 3 actions when it has the 3 action ability, that one is even cooler. So
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the leveled up one gets thrown around by Wilson a lot with his various
His, like-
throwing shenanigans.
Yeah, like only spend 1 action. Although I think that may have been tabooed recently, but I can't remember.
That's like that's the only good thing about Wilson. Is
I don't
throwing
remember.
sledgehammers.
I don't remember either. I think that the recent Taboo List update only had a few changes, and it was like few enough that I glanced at it and was like, I don't need to memorize these.
Yeah.
He has like 2 cards. One throws items in the discard and uses their action like clicklessly, and then the other one like plays them out of the discard and I think also uses them clicklessly. So that's why like the sledgehammer, like with I think the big one has like 3 or 4 clicks it needs.
3, yeah.
That's why it's so good with that.
If you're just joining us, by clicks, Steven means actions.
Yeah.
And
That is
he has just played
used in Arkham
a lot of
on
Netrunner.
borrowed time.
And they do represent actions. It's actually very true.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's continue down the line to Relic Hunter. Man, you gave this a good shuffle. Relic Hunter is a 3 experience permanent neutral asset that gives you an additional accessory slot and has flavor text that I don't think I've read since it came out in the core box.
It's not the core box.
Or the Dunwich box, right? No stone unturned, no ancient treasure left behind.
This doesn't actually help you play No Stone Unturned though.
No, it doesn't.
It's true. You just need, 2 resources and an action to do that?
It doesn't even synergize with the relic trait in any way. Right?
True. I guess accessory hunter.
You would think there are enough relics in the game now that Relic Hunter would be would care about relics.
If you 2 relics can fit in each accessory slot.
Yeah.
Could have been like Pierced Ear, like you hang one of the relics from your
Pierced
ear.
ear. That's crazy.
The 3 experience you get doesn't even put a card in your deck either. It's kind of a ripoff.
Yeah, no one plays Charisma. Or Higher Education.
Yeah, I feel like this used to be really bad, and then as more accessories filled the pool, it got better.
Yes.
It did. It definitely did. And I think that it and Charisma, although that's not what we're talking about right now, will be very much missed by anyone playing the current environment when that's a
true
thing.
degens don't play Relic Hunter anymore. They play Occult Reliquary because all the good accessories have to do with Bless or Curse anyway.
What is that? I forget what that card does.
It's Relic Hunter, but only for Blessed and Curse cards.
Oh, it is a permanent card?
But it can do non-accessories as well.
Yeah, it can do hands or accessory, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay.
Right.
I'm with you. So that's the only accessories I want to play are Curse and Bless ones anyway, so...
Yeah.
Really, as soon as we end up getting a Curse and Bless card, we might have a difficult conversation when I want to rank just all of them above the rest of
The
the
rest of the pool,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, because that's my some of my favorite mechanics.
They're
on those
very
cards.
fun. I'd say this is boring, but solid.
Yeah. Is it more or less boring but solid than Surprising Find?
I would put it above Surprising Find. One of the new investigators, the bi-classal one. What's her name?
Isn't that Agatha?
Yeah.
Oh.
Her signature is a accessory, so I feel like, and there's some accessories that are pretty good in her.
This is really a must for investigators with signature accessories. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And like mystics in general like this.
Yeah, and I love Sledgehammer too much for it to go above Sledgehammer, so I think I like it. At
I won't
number 3.
fight you on that.
Yeah. Congratulations to Relic Hunter, the 3rd best card in Arkham. I started to type Relic Arkham, Relic Hunter. All right. This is coming
Relic
together.
Hunter 3 or just 0?
Oh, you're right. Even though there's not different versions, Relic Hunter 3. Yeah. And maybe that's what will happen when this rotates out. Maybe a future set will have Relic Hunter
2.
5. You have 2 additional accessory slots. I don't know. All right, what's next?
All right, Promise of Power.
Ooh,
Speaking
of curse.
Speaking of power.
So this is a skill card with 4 wild icons. Practiced and Cursed. After you commit Promise of Power to a skill test, add 1 curse token to the chaos bag. If you cannot, take 2 horror instead.
All right. I would take this over Lucky all day.
I agree.
This card is great, and it's cool.
Lucky is +2. This is +4. That's math.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's math.
It's twice as good as Lucky, and it costs 100% less.
100% less.
Yeah. And it also has the very fun situation, especially if you're not actually playing like Curses and Blesses it, but you just put this in because it's a good card, where you play it, pass your test, and then one of the other players suffers the consequences. Right?
Yes.
Fails their test.
And that's so fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, this is a competitive game. The goal is for you to win and the other people to lose.
And
I mean, I'm not mad when I win and other people lose, at least.
And in the, unlike what's the resource curse card that you pass around bucks? Faustian Bargain. Unlike Faustian Bargain, where when your friend fails a test and it's because of a curse that you put in the bag with Faustian Bargain, you can just be like, you got $2. I don't want to hear it. Here they got $0, and you just got to pass a test in the past, and then they just stare at you and they're like, fucking asshole.
It's also when you put it in and then you immediately draw the curse you just put in. It's
just
literally just an unexpected courage, but it feels so much more fun. Unexpected courage feels so boring.
I agree. Yeah, so are we? It sounds like we're all on the same page. We don't have to
Number
draw this out
one.
right here. Promise of Power, the number 1 on the
Arkham
Arkham
card.
Horror Power rankings.
Now, if someone rolls a cursed, that might go above it because that can give you 3 curses instead of just 1.
So
rolls
true.
a cursed.
A curse.
Like if they draw it out of the deck.
Okay, I'm lost.
It's a skill card that can add 3 curses.
Oh, I guess
saying it's-
I was
I'm saying
saying
it's better
my
than
brain
Promise of
went to basic weakness world when you said roll it. So I was like, that's the only way I
Oh,
hear roll being used in this.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
usually
yeah.
like, what is your basic weakness? And okay, all right. Anyway, next up is Ursula Downs, the Explorer. This one is in the Investigator card type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many skill icons?
3 willpower, 4 intellect, 1 combat, 4 agility.
That's a lot of skills.
She's a wayfarer and says, as a reaction, after you move to a location, take an investigate action. Limit once per round. And her elder sign effect is +1. After this test ends, you may move to a connecting location. She has 7 health, 7 sanity, deck size 30. She can run seeker cards, relics up to level 4 for some reason. No love for level 5 relics.
No.
And neutral cards. And, I do want us to be reading and ranking flavor text, but the flavor text on Investigators is so long. I'm going to skip it this time. We always read it when they came out. I'm going to skip it. So all that we're including, I think, is her quote. Discovering is easy, understanding is the hard part. Which is not a bad quote.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I happen to have Jake Williams here. We're going to consider these all together, right?
Sure.
So, Jake Williams is a signature card in an Ursula Downs deck. The first move or investigate action you perform each turn does not provoke attacks of opportunity. He's an ally, by the way, so in the ally slot. And as a reaction, after you reveal a location or put a new location into play, exhaust Jake Williams, draw 1 card. He has 3 health, 2 sanity, and then her weakness is Call of the Unknown. Put Call of the Unknown into play in your threat area. Force at the beginning of your turn, choose a location other than your location. When your turn ends, if you did not successfully investigate the chosen location this turn, take 2 horror and shuffle Call of the Unknown back into your deck. I think this was one of the first weaknesses with that design, with the shuffle it back into your deck. And that aggravating, like your deck gets small, it starts to hit you faster and faster.
This one, if you succeed, you get rid of it permanently, right?
Let's see. No, there is no succeed. it stays in play until you fail.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I guess we can start by talking about the weakness then. I feel like it's actually not that hard to satisfy. Like moving each round is what Ursula wants to do anyway. So it's whereas like say, Harvey's weakness punishes him for doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
This one punishes you not doing what you want to do in a way that's feels a lot easier to work around.
And it's horror.
It deals you 2 horror. Yeah,
2 horror is pretty steep.
it is. Yeah.
But you can just kill off Jake Williams because he's kind of garbage.
That's valid.
I think because the problem with Jake Williams is he takes an ally slot and like all he does is draw you a card. Like
Probably several over the course of the game.
no, but I mean like he maxes out at 1 per turn, whereas like you could use that ally slot to, get like Milan, who boosts your main stat and gives you a resource. Like I kind of want an ally to either do like 2 things or do one thing really well. So I feel like if you're gonna only draw me a card, I sort of want like a stat boost or something.
So you're like, if you drew you 2 cards,
Or if you drew me 2 cards, like that would be okay. Like
Alright.
What I don't like about Jake Williams is that no one ever knows what triggers putting a new location into play. It says if you put a new location into play, did the agenda advancing trigger my Jake Williams? No one knows. It's unknowable, and it just is going to be an endless debate at every game. That's my problem with him.
Yeah, so both of the signatures are pretty medium.
Yeah.
Like a pretty mild weakness and a pretty shitty asset.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's got an intellect and a wild icon, and I could see you just using him as a skill card.
I don't think
most
I've
of the time.
gotten Jake Williams into play after like my first Ursula game ever.
Right. So Ursula herself, I guess. How have your Ursula campaigns been in 2025?
I
Plead the fifth.
she's definitely a bit of ancient history, but like she was kind of fun back in the day. What I liked with her, so her intellect is not that great, but you would combo her.
4 is a problem.
You would combo her with that one that was like when you move to a new location, you get +2 to a stat. Mm-hmm. So like she basically was getting that free investigate with a 6. The only thing that's a little bit awkward is because she also has pretty good evade. If your teammate is like, I desperately need you to evade this thing, and you move there and you trigger the card. It was called. It wasn't. I want to say Pathfinder, but it wasn't Pathfinder. It was.
Wayfinder? Wayfarer?
Hiking boots? I'm not sure what you're saying.
It's like the one that's +2 when you move to a new place. If you wanted to evade to help out your buddy, you had to like turn down the free investigate because that would burn the +2. So you would have to like, I decline the free investigate and then I engage the enemy and evade it. So it was a little awkward, but it was kind of fun that you had the like this stat boost that was mostly for intellect, but occasionally for evading.
Right. And she can run relics, but doesn't care about relics.
There was an ally printed, I think, in the same set called Witten Green that you could use to find relics.
Was Witten Green in the same set? I thought she came like Edge of the Earth, something like a lot later.
Yeah, I think she came later.
Really?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
You're right. There are other Seeker cards, so you can put a lot of relics into Ursula and then put in cards that care about relics. But I always felt like as the explorer and with that in her deck building, right? Like she should actually reward the relics.
They definitely. It also came with like a relic that like helped you with will and treacheries, but like it's never really worth playing. I think it costs like 3, and you're like devoting your whole thing to like maybe this will help on routing main someday.
Right. I've always liked the investigator, actually, which I say meaning clue person. I guess I've never liked the term clover. That just rubs me weird for some reason. But I've always liked that archetype where you're the clue getter, but also being as mobile as you can. So like Monterey Jack, I like them both. I think I like Monterey Jack better because I would rather draw a bunch of cards and have a bunch of resources and do whatever I want with them than get a free investigate action, which is a little, to me, feels a little more narrow. So I don't know. I've had a couple good campaigns with Ursula, but I don't think I would rank her that high.
Yeah. I mean, I think her agility is one of the strongest things about her, honestly, as a Seeker.
When she came out, she was very unique for that.
I also think
Yeah.
that like none of us really play solo, and she's probably much better in solo, where you use that evade
That's super
a lot
true.
more.
True,
Yeah.
and Jake Williams, ignoring opportunity attacks, like potentially a lot more interesting in
Yeah,
solo
yeah.
when you don't just have a guardian following you around killing everything or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I think you nailed it. I don't think she's that good otherwise.
So she's below Promise of Power. She's below. Honestly, is she the bottom of the list, or is she above Surprising Find or Relic Hunter? I don't think I don't think Ursula's better than a Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm trying to figure out if she's between Surprising Find and Relic Hunter or just at the bottom.
I'm not opposed to putting her at number 6, but I could definitely be swayed as high as number 4.
Steven, where are you
Let's put her Ursula down at the bottom of the list.
Wow, Ursula
Ursula
Downs at the bottom of the list,
feeling? Ursula down.
where
That's
her
very funny.
name means she belongs. Harsh.
Wow. Sorry, Ursula lovers. That was all Steven. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys were
me
so
neither.
glowing about
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I was saying she should be really high. You know, Kyle, I think you're the next to draw.
Be glad to. A level 5 card, first one that we're going to see. It's got to be the best card, right?
Definitely,
It's
yeah.
the most expensive. It's also expensive because it's the Armor of Ardennes. Ardennes?
I think I've always said Ardennes,
Ardennes?
but
Ardennes.
I feel like if it's French,
Ardennes.
you wouldn't pronounce the S. You'd just be like, Amur of Ardennes.
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 Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's settle on
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Armor of Ardennes. It's a 4-cost, 5 experience asset with 2 willpower and 2 combat icons. Ooh, that's a lot of icons. It's item armor relic traded. And
Oh, already garbage.
What? Because it's a relic.
Level 5
Oh yeah, Ursula.
Oh, yeah,
Ursula can't
Ursula
take
can't take it. Wow. We did right by putting her at the bottom.
Yeah. Yep.
She can't take this big armor of Ardennes.
So I think we know this is at least going above her.
Yeah. Anyway, it has a reaction ability. When damage is assigned to Armor of Ardennes, exhaust Armor of Ardennes. Cancel 1 of that damage. And it has 4 hit points and no sanity points, and takes up the body slot, which is not very competed.
Except for by Flamethrower.
You're so right.
All right, this is one of the only cards in the game, and I don't know if it's true that it's the only one. No, because like Lonnie Ritter is another example, but like with this card, you're invincible. This prevents infinite damage.
Wow. Invincible on physical,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is not normally how Guardians are defeated.
That's a fair point, actually. If only Ursula could take this, then we'd have a whole new argument.
I know, right? That is a good point. That in general, the people with lower health cannot take the armor. But invincibility is pretty powerful. You have to admit. You have to. Literally.
I thought
admit
you were
it.
going to say that this is one of the only cards you've never seen played. Because that's...
I played this.
Really?
Uh-huh. I think I played it
'cause this
in...
is the only one of these I've never seen.
I played it in
I feel
the...
like I played it one time long ago. Maybe in like a Mark deck. Doesn't he care about taking damage?
Yeah. I want to say that I played it... Who was I playing Tommy? I played it in at the Arkham Nights where I did the Keeper's Nightmare, where the developers invited some content creators to play a kind of experimental scenario where the encounter deck was like played by them within a special rule set.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ran Armor of Ardennes in that deck for whatever reason. I think it was Tommy. I'm not saying it made sense, but
You did.
Probably
that.
got you 4 resources.
I've always, yeah, exactly. Like you can see how it fits into Tommy, and I've always been one to like want to play each of the kind of silly high level cards at least once, you know. So
Yeah. And you mained as a Guardian for a long time.
it's still my favorite class.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, most of the exceptions to it are the extremely violent non-guardians like Tony. So, so yeah, like I think I stand by it should be above Ursula because she can't even run it.
Okay.
I would love to see it at 4, above Relic Hunter, below Sledgehammer, because it's invincibility.
I think it's the worst card in this, like, easily. I think it's by far the worst card. Like,
But
I'm gonna lean towards Steven on that.
how can you put a price on infinite damage
okay,
soak?
because most people who want to play Guardians want to play them to kill things. Then your health doesn't matter. The things are dead. Like, I want to play a Guardian where I just let the monsters hit me? Like, no. That's boring.
So Guardians tend to already have the most health and arguably take the least damage, you're saying?
Yeah. I would agree.
It's like, if I'm spending 5 XP on Guardian, I'm getting a sick-ass weapon that, like, does 20 damage.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a counter argument to that.
Do you know what this thing has that's great? Is it has 2 willpower icons and 2 combat icons.
That's like,
which means well prepared, you're gonna get like +2 to will or combat when you're using it as like
I'm telling you,
that skill boost.
It's a good card. Sure, that's worse than 2 wild icons. But
so it goes just under unexpected courage, wherever that's gonna.
Well, that's not the question here. We're slotting it right now. Okay, does it at least beat Ursula?
I kind of want to put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
This whole format is backfiring.
All right.
I also want to put it at the bottom.
All right, it's Ardennes.
Yep.
5. All right, the worst card in the game, Armor of Ardennes. The only card that makes you truly invulnerable to damage.
It's not true. It's only once per turn does it make you invulnerable to 1 point of damage.
Yeah, but
What if you
the
took...
damage is often done in increments of 1.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, but not only once per turn. If you're staring down the barrel of 5 enemies and they each do 2 damage, you'll still die wearing this armor. You'll look really cool doing it, though.
Fair. Okay, what's next?
All right. So, we have You've Had Worse. 0 cost, 4 XP rogue card. There's I've Had Worse as a guardian card. Is that right?
Yeah.
This got a will and 2 agility icons. It's a favor. Fast. Play when an investigator at your location and or connecting location is dealt damage and or horror. That investigator may give you 5 resources, up to 5 resources. For each resource given by this effect, that investigator cancels 1 damage or horror just dealt.
Okay. Okay, this card lets you blackmail your teammates.
Yeah.
Lets you extort. I will save your life for a price.
For some money. They're either gaslighting you because you're like, you've had worse, or they're like throwing your trauma back in your face. And not like the game trauma, but like, like emotional trauma. Mm-hmm. You're like, you've had worse. Mm-hmm. Like the flavor of it is hilarious.
It is. It is. The that you'll help them, but for a price is an incredibly fun rogue card design. And it has to be an investigator at your location. Oh, or a connecting location.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. It's also, I mean, yes, it's weird the way it makes you transfer resources or it doesn't work. Just like from a would you want to put it in your deck perspective. But name something else that lets you prevent up to 5 damage or horror at the net cost of 0.
True. Yeah.
It doesn't happen often.
I mean, I feel like I've Had Worse probably allows you to, I think, cancel up to 4 and you get paid for it.
But I think only on yourself.
Only on yourself.
Yeah.
This is much more flexible.
Is it you or another investigator?
Yeah, including at a connecting location.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you use this on yourself, do you just give yourself up to 5 resources?
That's funny, I guess. I would say, I don't know if there was an FAQ on this card or something. You could definitely argue about whether it is possible to give yourself something in a way that would make this effect.
Okay, you are the most financially qualified person. So in accounting, can you give yourself 5 resources?
No. No, what would the journal entry be for that?
Okay.
It doesn't. That's nonsense.
Okay, so your tax advice to a rogue would be that you cannot play this on yourself.
Yes. I think that might be fraud.
You just need
Non-GAAP reporting.
Right.
You just need to like get a shell corporation, something like
yeah,
that.
you need to be transferring some resources
transferring
around.
across
Yeah.
different companies that you solely own,
So
and then you'd be fine.
it is almost weird. Like this would be trash if you couldn't use it on yourself. It's as a level 4 card.
Yeah.
But it is kind of weird that you can use it on yourself. And I do think that is weirdly vague. Is like, A, can you give yourself resources? The fact that this works makes me assume yes. Otherwise, they should have just said play with another
another
investigator, right?
investigator, yeah.
And then B, can you give yourself more resources than you have? Would be my next question. Am I capped?
don't think so.
Am I capped at preventing 3 damage and horror if I have 3 resources on hand?
I would think
I
so.
would think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is also really funny when you think about like, hey, this person's about to take 3 damage and they only have $1, but they only have 1 health left, and you're like, sorry, bud. You can't even write me a check, like a loan agreement.
Too
I'm
rich for your
so
blood,
sorry.
yeah.
You're just gonna have to die.
They should have taken out a unscrupulous
And
loan
that's
beforehand.
loan, yeah.
I want to next time I play like a big money rogue, I want to like play this as a way of getting money.
Extorting your friends.
And then I'll just pour it into, is it embezzled treasure or what lets you like carry it over into the next scenario? Like, yeah, just the slimiest rogue you can build.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
Like a very slimy, runs Faustian bargain and takes all 5 kind of rogue.
Yeah, it would definitely have you handle this one also to pass.
Yeah,
pass treachery.
oh,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, you hand the treachery to someone and then prevent the damage and horror that it deals in exchange for resources. It's just
Seems great.
win-win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So the question is, which cards are worse than this?
Well, even though I think armor should be higher, I now think this should go higher than the bottom. I think this card is freaking sweet.
I agree.
I've never played with it, and I am wishing I had, because what's it? How old is this card? Is this pretty new?
It is 2025.
Oh, it's a Drowned
Yeah.
City card. Oh, close, right?
No.
What other
Yeah,
set
but
would
it's
have copyright
2025.
2025? Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Is it the Elder? Yeah, it is the
Yeah.
Elder Fail.
Yeah.
Is
okay.
this a
No wonder I
new-
haven't played with it. I have not played with very many Drowned City cards yet.
Is this a new? I feel like this card is older, but maybe it's just because I've had worse. Or is there a lower level of it? Maybe that came out in an earlier box.
We might just be thinking of I've had worse.
The only possible way to find out is to keep drawing cards until we
Sure.
see another version of it. So,
All right. So where's it go now,
The
is
answer
what
will
you're
reveal
saying.
itself. I do not actually know whether there's another level version of this, but I think that the deja vu you're feeling is probably just because of you handle this one and I've had worse also being
Fair.
cards.
Fair.
I
Okay.
I
So
feel
it's
like-
staying in the cycle, is what you're saying. So we'll get to play with this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be in the current environment for several years. Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of time to extort your friends.
I'm gonna say this should go either right above or right below Sledgehammer.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like your thinking. I'm on the same page with you. I could even put this above Sledgehammer. Higher level Sledgehammer would go above it for me.
Yeah.
But because how can you top spending your entire turn on one big attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is this our new number 3? Kyle?
I think so, and I think it really is waffling between above and below Sledgehammer, but I think the flavor of this is so nice that I'm gonna say it goes above.
Wow. Okay. I am, because I think that should I ever. Well, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna do the full name of this and put quotes in it. I was like, if I leave off the quotation marks, or if I include the quotation marks, it's going to screw up if I ever want to alphabetize this or something. But why would I alphabetize this? I didn't even add an actual column for numbers. It would lose the entire order. So
Don't alphabetize this.
You've had worse, yeah. So by the end of this, we'll have all sorts of data on things like which card that is an exclamation as its title is best, right?
So far, lucky.
Is lucky in quotes? Oh, you mean exclamation point? I meant it's like something someone is saying, is exclaiming.
What a weird way to say that. But
Anyway, okay, so we've had a couple high-level deep cuts. You ready for this one?
I'm so ready.
Emergency cash level 0.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is, if you're not familiar,
Throwback.
If you're not familiar, it's a 0-cost event. It's supply traded, and it says gain 3 resources. Flavor text, you can never be too prepared.
Didn't realize this had flavor text.
Yeah, same.
It's already above Lucky based on that. And Lucky could, man, you could. I wonder if they added flavor text to any other versions of Lucky or something. Like you could. There's so many good ways you could go with flavor text for that. I would think.
Yeah, you would think.
I'm irrationally upset about that discovery. But anyway, Emergency Cash, the classic one action for 3 resources. How does it hold up now? Is kind of the question.
And it will exist in the current environment
because it is core set. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I think it's still one of the best cards. I think that you often don't include it in a deck just because it's kind of boring. But almost always you end up clicking for a credit at some point in the game. And, like, it would have been better if you were just playing Emergency Cash.
Well, yeah, but you can't say... Like, it's not that simple. You'd be better off having run an entirely different card in your deck than taking that action. Right, because maybe you didn't draw the card. Maybe the step down from what you took out of your deck has other trade-offs.
Does it have any icons?
No, none at all.
Wow.
To me, this doesn't make it into a lot of decks anymore. Not just because it's boring, but because there are kind of there are a lot of variants that are all more niche. But whatever deck you're building, one of those niche variants is better than this.
Yeah.
And I think the only time I run this anymore is if I am so money hungry that I'm like playing all of whatever other events, econ events are appropriate, and I still want these.
I think that, like, if there was, like, a competitive variant of Arkham, that, like, there would be 2x Emergency Cash in almost every deck. Like, I think because it is a cooperative game and you can kind of just, like, play the fun, interesting cards, people cut it. But, like if I was, like, going to an Arkham tournament and I had, like, teammates, I'd be like, you have to put two Emergency Cash in your deck. Like, it'd be, like, my rule for, like, you know, like, to make this a
sounds like it's
optimized
really fun to play with you.
No, that's literally what competitive card games are like. Is like, you know, your teammate, like, puts in one too many cards and you yell at them and you're like, take out the 46th card. Like,
I don't know. I kind of agree with Brandon a little bit that there are other cards that do similar things in better ways. Like, obviously, Rogue has a bunch. Like, Faustian Bargain gets you 5 resources and 2 curses, all upside.
I think, though, that, like, a lot of the time, the optimal play, which is a great name for a YouTube channel, is probably to play, like, Faustian and Emergency Cash.
Yeah, like, I think that's sometimes the case. It depends on the deck. I think that is more true with Rogue than any, because it's a more money-hungry class.
But also, like, watch this is another way to get 3 resources, but for free.
It's an interesting thought experiment that I'm going to explain and then shut down, because that is not the format of this series, but is, like, for, like, a niche example that I was talking about is, like, for a lot of Seekers, I would run Burning the Midnight Oil over this, right? That's the one that is 2 resources and an investigate action. Which one should go higher on the list, though, is an interesting question. Again, I'm not here to come up with an answer to it. But, like, when we get to that card, I'll be very curious whether we'll take those niche econ cards and consider them higher or lower than Emergency Cash. I don't know what the answer is. And it's a problem for future us.
Yeah.
But,
I'm looking around Relic Hunter for this card.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the center of the list could end up being a blob of old neutral cards. I feel like that's a reasonably possible outcome. You like,
I think it's better than Relic Hunter.
Even absent that, I like putting it below Sledgehammer, and I like putting it above Surprising Find. And so, yeah, the question is, you said above Relic Hunter?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm on board. Let's do that.
All right, you guys aren't completely crazy. Slightly crazy.
All right, Emergency Cash, our 5 out of 9, the most average card in the game.
It feels like it.
Emergency
honestly.
Cash. Yep. Our 10th and final card for this installment of the Power Curve is
Cat Mask.
Ooh.
First of all, I love the masks. I love cats.
That's
It's going number 1. Just calling it right now.
Have you ever noticed that there's a burglar mask in the Emergency Cash? This is like a theme has emerged.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyway, Cat Mask is a 1-cost asset. The capricious meddler is the subtitle of the cat mask.
Yeah.
One cost asset with a will and combat icon. It's item, charm, and mask traded. Limit 1 mask per investigator. It uses 2 offerings. Replenish 2 of these offerings after Doom is placed on a card with no Doom. As a fast action, you can spend an offering to get a +2 will or a +2 combat for this skill test. Limit once per test. Best card we've seen.
I mean, the masks are all incredibly good.
They're so good.
Yeah, but clearly cat is a lower tier pet.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah,
but...
like if we're going, and we should be considering the creatures that are present on these cards. Like the larvae in Lucky ranks higher for me. Although the mask is just a mask, not a real cat, so it can be a little higher for.
It's carved. It doesn't, shit in a box.
Right. Exactly.
And it's a beautifully carved cat mask, I might say. It's a wooden cat mask.
Yeah. What's the quality
the
of
art?
the
The art is quite nice.
Okay. Yeah. It is some quality woodworking.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. And the masks are all extremely powerful. A 1-cost slotless asset that would be borderline playable even if they just gave you the boost twice. Even if they had no replenishing.
Yep.
They'd be close to playable.
Yep.
And it does get 2 offerings when it replenishes. I don't like that it
because
makes you want to play other Doom Mystic cards.
Because he's boring as fuck. Doom Mystic is
and they're also
the best Mystic.
Terrible.
Doom Mystic is best
But
Mystic.
I'm sure we'll get to that at some point. I do think that just this being quite good on its own and then replenishing once or twice after the agenda deck advances, basically, makes it a pretty damn good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no dog mask, but
do we have that yet?
I don't believe that's in the game yet.
It's the next cycle.
Yeah, major criticism. Yeah, there's a new. Actually, it'll I think be officially announced before this video is published. But they've hired a new designer for the card game.
Oh, really?
So anyway, Reed, if you're listening, make a dog mask. Thank you. That's all.
That's all.
Okay, so where are we putting it to finish out today's list? I don't think it's our number 1. Promise of Power is too good and too fun and doesn't involve Doom. And there's no cats. Honestly, everything has it coming out ahead of Cat Mask.
As an OG Mystic, though, I'm pretty satisfied that purple is at the top of the list, regardless.
Sure. Yeah. Well, so then that's the next question: is it above Lucky?
I think so.
I'm just trying to decide whether.
I think it on its soul has icons. Yeah. It goes above Lucky.
Lucky has 2 things over Cat Mask, and it's being able to be reactive with it, not
sure.
play it until you need the boost. 3 things, and part of that is it also buffs all skills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then no cats involved.
Yeah, just giant ugly worm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gets your shoe, and then it's happy. Cats are never happy.
True.
So,
especially the wooden ones.
Right. I think I'll tolerate it being above You've Had Worse, but
not above Lucky.
I think it goes below Lucky.
Steven?
It's kind of up in the air. I don't love that. And they do this with a bunch of Mystic stat boosts, that it's will and fight. I feel like you never use the fight side.
It's true.
And I wish that these Mystic cards were will and intellect would be way more useful. Even will and agility, maybe?
Maybe moderately more useful. Frankly, this card would be just about as good as any other combination if all it did was will.
I mean, that's true. It is mostly the will. But, they do investigate sometimes. They do evade sometimes. They punch almost never.
Yeah. And there might be investigators who splash this in a non-purple deck. Just because that willpower combat boost is more they would use the combat or the will against treacheries.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's quite good.
All right. Well, Steven, Kyle votes number 2. I'm voting number 3. You're the
You gotta be
deciding.
the tiebreaker.
I'll do number 3.
Okay. You are wise.
I will
Cat.
tolerate it.
Mask. Okay. Well, there it is. Congratulations to our number 1
wrong.
card.
Oh yeah.
What are you carefully putting them in the order
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we drew them just so that we can end the video?
No, that they're in on the list.
Oh. Okay, yeah. That we will totally be maintaining all of the cards ordered on the table in front
Yeah.
of us through this entire series.
Yep,
You
good.
won't be able to see it. It's out of the shot.
Yeah,
but
you're not
it's-
allowed to play any board games on
it's
this
there.
table until we finish the series.
All right, fair enough.
Alright, let's get cranking.
Okay, well, so, Promise of Power, Lucky, Cat Mask, You've Had Worse 4, Sledgehammer, Emergency Cash, Relic Hunter 3, Surprising Find 1, Ursula Downs, and Armor of Our Den 5. I guess I should not commit to reading that at the end of every video in its entirety.
No.
But I think it's a good start.
It's a great start.
I think we're really we're really like making some breakthroughs here. Right? Like,
Yeah. I didn't think You've Had Worse would be in the top half so far.
yeah.
And I'm happy it
It's a
is.
small sample size, right?
Yeah.
There's this 10 down. I don't know the number, but like 1,100 to go,
Yeah,
something like that. But I
I'll
mean,
start counting.
Yeah. I'm happy for it, and I'm actually very excited to play that card, even though I haven't. And see, and that's the beauty of this series is you don't have to have played a card to rank its power,
It's true. Yeah.
right? As we've just proven.
Very true.
Well, a link to this list will be in the description of the video. It's maybe you don't need it because it can all fit on screen right now, but as the list gets longer, that might be more useful if you want to follow along with our discussions. And yeah, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, to catch us expanding the power curve of Arkham Horror the card game.
Sliding down or up, we'll find out.
Yeah, we will. Any last words? We're closing out.
Let's do it.
All right. Till next time, be optimal.